Listen up, funny freak.
No one is laughing, Daniel.
I wasn't drunk. I had 1 or 2 drinks.
People often underestimate alcohol's effect on their...
I was on my way to 6. I know how alcohol affects me. This wasn't the alcohol.
You lived in Manhattan for 3 years, then a year in Oregon, 18 months in New Mexico, less than a year in Wisconsin, and now you've been living in Trenton for the last 6 months.
Yep.
The more we know about you, the more likely it is we can help you.
It's not medically relevant, so.
No way to know unless you went to medical school.
Four years ago, a teen in a youth group at my church accused me of inappropriate contact. I was innocent, but the church decided to transfer me, said it would be easier for all involved. When the parishioners at the new church got wind of why I'd been transferred, they were unhappy. I was sent off again and again, and how is any of that medically relevant?
So the kid lied?
He was confused.
Confused whether you molested him or not?
Okay, you wanted to know why I moved around so much, and I told you. How about telling me why I was hallucinating?
Syphilis could explain the hallucination.
I'm not sexually active.
You don't have to admit you did anything with the kid. You weren't always a priest.
I wanted to be since I was 12. I entered the seminary when I was 17.
Maybe it wasn't a hallucination. Maybe it really was Jesus.
I'm not insane.
Seeing Jesus makes you insane? Bit of an odd attitude coming from a priest.
Well, it's just a job now. The fairy tale ended a long time ago. You think it's my spleen?
It's what they're testing. So if I had to cure you, what happens then? You start thinking that God was working through me? This is some sort of miracle?
Do you think I'm an idiot?
It's what I'm testing.
Losing my faith wasn't a choice I made. It happened, it's gone for good.
But if it can magically disappear, it can magically reappear. And that's what you're hoping. Your job
Sucks.
That's my point. You can make more money frapping decafs, and yet you're still ministering to the meek. Why do the Lord's work if the Lord has left the building?
I've been with the church my entire adult life. It's my only marketable skill.
I detect the stink of leftover faith.
You want to talk hypocrisy? What about you? You act like you don't care about anyone, but here you are saving lives.
Solving puzzles. Saving lives is just collateral damage.
Yeah, nice try. Yeah, I don't think you're looking for somebody to prove you're right. I think you're looking for somebody to prove you wrong, to give you hope. You want to believe, don't you?
Yeah. I want to walk out and find myself in a forest of whore trees. But I don't think it's a good idea to tell people to go fornicate with fruit. Why do people suddenly find religion when they have kids?
Fear of the unknown. Cornerstone of faith. I think it makes perfect sense.
So it makes sense because it doesn't make sense.
The fact that you're railing about it doesn't make a lot of sense. You really got a thing for your boss, huh?
I've got a thing for my boss's thing. She doesn't have a thing, per se. Not big on metaphors. What about you? 29 years of celibacy. What's holding you back now?
Who wants a relationship with a priest?
Who wants a relationship?
House? It's the holy water.
We assumed if it was an infection, it had to be something big and nasty.
But he has pneumocystis, a harmless bug that's everywhere and never makes anyone sick, unless they have a compromised immune system.
So Father Nietzsche has AIDS.
Impossible. I've never had a blood transfusion. I've never done IV drugs. I've never had sex.
So prove it. Have an AIDS test.
No. I know I don't have AIDS.
We can't treat you until we know what it is.
A negative result proves nothing. On the off chance it's a false positive, I permanently lose any credibility I have left.
I'd say you just lost that.
I'd say I lost that with you a long time ago.
We should start treatment for AIDS.
We need to be sure. The antiretrovirals could fry his heart, his liver, his kidneys.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Big of you.
I'm more worried about the kid he molested. We should be finding him and getting him tested.
You don't think he already got tested?
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but that's a chance I'm not willing to take.
Legally, we can't inform sexual partners about STDs.
This isn't some middle-aged barfly who likes it bareback. This is an innocent kid who was molested.
You just want to rub the priest's face in it, get him transferred again.
Yeah. Heaven forbid a diddler has job issues.
And you get brought up on charges. I've lost enough doctors this week. Treating for AIDS.
Yeah?
I'm Dr. Chris Taub. Can we talk?
Yeah. What's wrong?
In private?
Nobody's listened to us here.
I work at Princeton Plainsboro Hospital. I have some news about Father Daniel Bresson.
What about him?
We believe he has AIDS.
Okay, so.
Well, given the incident 4 years ago, I think you should be tested. Unless you've already done so.
How sick is he?
Very.
Okay, well, thanks.
Have you been tested?
Yeah.
And?
And it really isn't any of your business.
So no, you don't think I have AIDS?
I still think it's AIDS. On the off chance it isn't, we're pursuing other avenues. Ryan.
He's dying.
We don't know what's wrong with him.
Can I speak to him?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Ryan?
Why don't I get you come on, Ryan, now's not a good time.
I'm sorry. For everything. I'm sorry.
I know. I know.
You're not gonna die. You have Wiskott-Aldrich syndrome. It impairs your immune system, makes you susceptible to all the AIDS stuff without actually having AIDS. You didn't catch it. You were born with it. Another gift from God.
You sure?
Genetic test should confirm it. It explains all your symptoms. Toe, chest, eyes, skin.
What about my hallucination?
Scotch explains that.
That was just a coincidence.
Coincidences do happen.
That coincidence is what brought me to you in the first place.
You promised you wouldn't go there.
Einstein said, coincidences are God's way of remaining anonymous.
A woman in Florida said, look, Jesus is on my cheese sandwich.
You didn't even want to take my case. You didn't even think I was sick.
The fact that I was wrong is not a proof of God.
I'm just trying to understand how my life could completely turn around in a single day.
Don't worry, your life will go back to sucking soon enough. everything that happened to you can be rationally explained.
I know. It's just... Man, that's a lot of coincidences.